Back to ShopDog-Garage. It's a 78 Camaro video. I completely forgot to shoot an intro, and we've been working for a while. So anyway, we got, remember, we scuffed that up. So we've actually ordered another piece because when we started really looking at it, like the L's all worn out and stuff. So we're like, well, if we're going to paint it anyway, we might as well get a new one. So we've got that all apart. Pretty uneventful. That was actually not that difficult to take apart. And since we're trying to get to the point where we can put the car back on the lift, we're taking care of some interior projects. One of those was mounting pedals, and that reminded us that he did want to paint this master, which of course is why it doesn't have any fluid in it. We've never put fluid in this one yet. So we popped that out so we can get that painted. I just pulled the e-brake because, of course, to get this panel in, the e-brake can't be there. And then I was like, oh no, there's a clip. And I said, ah, crap. So we got to pull the rear body harness out and already have that laid in before I can put that in. Because, you know, no good deed goes unpunished. That's strange. That looks like it goes to a steering column.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah, we'll play with that in a minute. Yeah, look at that. How weird. So, we'll monkey with wiring in a minute. We have been capping things off, getting ready for the big move. That's coming soon. So, yeah. Sorry I took some time to get to you guys. Okay, I think I got it sorted out where this goes. We had to pull quite a bit of wiring to figure it out. But apparently it does actually just sit through this hole. Not my favorite. That's where it wants to lay. And that includes getting all of that up. Of course, they had covered the holes, so we had to peel that up. But then you can see it naturally just wants to sit under here in the track. It comes up, and then, believe it or not, there's actually a point right up here where it pops through. So I don't know that it would have been any easier later. It's taken a little bit to figure it all out, but I think we've got our tag ends all free up here, and I'm at least up to right there. Good enough for now. I just need to get this in. Only I know we found that bag of screws the other day, and now I'll be dipped if I can't find them anywhere. Okay, so just installed that vent and its little pull flapper. So that now works. Getting ready to get the one on the other side. As you can see, we got the e-brake all installed. Remember, we did this nice conversion in the past. Looking pretty good. Okay, Harlan putting away some gasket in insulation material. Look at that. We actually have all of those vents in. So, pretty happy about that. Okay. We just put the car back on the lift. We're going to see if this offset is correct on this wheel. And we got a little bit of sanding dust. Okay, let's bring her down. I've already pulled the little things. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we're starting to load. Not seeing any real issues yet. Okay, so we're down on the wheel. Now remember, coilovers aren't adjusted or anything yet. But what we want to look at is, oh yeah. Yeah, plenty. Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see, but we got plenty of clearance to everything in there. Plenty to the leaf spring. I think even if you bottomed out, I don't think you'd hit the fender. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Sure wish that was folded, but I'm sure that's how the car was built. Yeah, that fits. Okay, I'm going to bring her down. And now we're going to see what the turbines look like.
We don't want carnage on the tape.
The suspension settling, okay. Okay. And the offset on these guys give you plenty of room. You could go way wider on that wheel. You just got to be careful because you do eventually hit this. What size is our test tire here? I like that I pretend I can read. Yeah, 215, 65. So I think you could safely do 245 back here. I don't think that would be an issue at all. In true 80s fashion here, we're going to do some spiral slots and see what we think here. So, okay. Yeah, this one could take a tire that's a lot wider than it is currently. So right now, okay, it's because it's a 215 75 15. So yeah, that could be quite a bit wider. Okay, so we learned a thing back there, and now we got to remember how to put this bumper on. Yeah, there's a bunch of bolts. The car just got a little longer. So these aren't the actual final hardware, but they're what we're using for now. Let's get the hood latch on. Okay, so old ShopRex there, he's got a bumper. We put these cross bracey things in, and we've got the start of the hood latch. Now we're going to pick it up, and I'm going to show them why I don't think these are going to fit, these struts. We got it figured out. So this hole is that hole is right there, and the last hole is right here. And I don't know if you noticed something, but there is a header. Unfortunately, these subframe braces are 78 to 81, and of course there were no big blocks in 78 to 81 and never headers for any factory car, and there just isn't a chance that those will clear headers, particularly headers on the big block. And I think we'd rather keep the engine and the exhaust. I think that's higher on our list. Well, a little bit more done. So sorry that I wasn't filming in the beginning. I absolutely did not mean to do that, but thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll toss you over to ShopRex. Remember, even ShopRex needs to pay attention to what he's doing.